Hey guys, welcome back to Naughty Threads. In case you're here on my channel for the first time, do subscribe and also smash that bell icon so that you get notified whenever I post a new video tutorial. So in today's video, I'm going to demonstrate a very easy sari kuchu design. For this particular design, I'm using about 6 to 7 strands of silk thread in a normal sewing needle, and I'm showing it on a piece of lace so that I can use it as a sample later. So I've inserted the strands in the needle and I've added it to the lace like this. Make sure both the ends are even and then you can trim the thread, and then we will do our first knot like this. Use a needle so that it is easy for you to place the knot wherever you want in case you are a beginner. So this is our first knot. Make sure to leave the thread slightly longer, about 5 to 6 inches will do. And then place your little finger, that's for the distance, and we'll do the second knot the exact same way. So this is how you will have to continue throughout the pallu, and this will be our first step. So working these kind of designs really does not need any crochet expertise. So you can actually try even if you are a beginner. If you don't know anything about sari kuchu also, you can just go ahead and try this design because it's that easy to make. So in the next step, I will be using some beads. So once we add the beads, the design looks really pretty. So just go on, continue the same step throughout the pallu. Keep placing your little finger and then add the thread and keep knotting like this. So once you're done with the knotting, then you will have to split the complete thread like this. Split it into half. Make sure it is half and half. And then we will apply some fabric glue to the ends. The reason I am doing this is to make it easy to insert the beads. So once you apply glue, keep it aside for some time so that it neatly dries. You can use a regular needle also to insert the beads. You can follow whichever method you are comfortable with. I feel somehow this is a better method which saves time. So I've added beads to the remaining part and I have left with just one. So here I'm adding two different types of beads. One is this shape, which is like a disc, and the other is like a plate, like flat. So I'm just adding alternate. You can do this kind of design with any beads of your choice. If you are not able to find the exact same looking beads, you can simply use whatever you have and try the design. So once I'm done adding on one side, I will pick up the other end and I will add the same kind of beads. In total I've added 5 beads. So one disc, one flat, one disc, one flat, that way. And in case if people are watching the video without subscribing to my channel yet, please do subscribe. It doesn't cost you or it doesn't take anything at all. Just hit that subscribe button and I'm sure you will love the content I share. So I'm done adding 5 beads on both the sides. Now I am using this kind of a spring bead and I am going to crisscross this like this. So I'm adding the other end from the opposite side and then I'm going to pull it tight. So when I do this, it kind of forms a very interesting shape, and then I'm going to knot these two together. So after we make this final knot, there is little gap above the knot. That is where we will tie our silk thread tassel. So that's how simple and easy it is to work this design. Because the kind of beads are really like they have this nice shine, the design looks really grand on any silk sari. I'm sure you guys are going to love it when you try this on your sari. So I'm done with adding beads. Now let's add tassels. For the tassels, I am using I'm working it in this pattern, like 2 in one color and again 2 in another color. I have made 120 strands bunch and then I have neatly ironed it, and we will just tie the tassel like this. So just above the knot I'm going to insert it and pull and tie it with 2 strands of zari like I always do. So it's not a very difficult design, it's very easy, but the way it looks is really grand. It's because of the beads. Now don't worry if you don't have same beads like I just mentioned. You can use crystals, stone balls, spacers, whatever you have accessible you can just use. And these kind of designs look really grand on single colored saris as well as Mysore silk saris. Now I'm going to trim the tassel. I like it short, so that is the reason I keep it short. So it's up to you. If you want, if you are a fan of bigger length or long tassels, you can go ahead and do that as well. So once I add one more tassel, we are done, and this will be the final look. So you guys know how soon this got done. So don't think twice, just go ahead and give it a try and let me know in the comment section how your design turned out. You can use as many colors as you want in the sari if the sari is too colorful. If the sari is single color also, don't think too much, just use the self color. Try to play around with a little lighter or darker shades just to give that break from the monotonous look. And that's done. So looks really pretty. I personally like this design, though I'm not so fond of beads. So this is how it looks. And I am really active on Facebook these days. I'm posting new content almost every other day. So follow us on Facebook, follow Naughty Threads on Facebook, follow us on Instagram as well. On Instagram you will see lot of blouse designs that I have designed of late. So just follow us on Instagram. Everywhere there is different content available, so I'm sure you should not miss out on any content. So I guess, yeah, that's all. Do let me know in the comment section how you like this design, and if you have tried, let me know how it turned out. I think it's time to say goodbye. Take care guys, I'll see you soon with my next video. Bye bye.